What is up, everyone? Today I'm going to be going through the NFL slate for week 2 from a betting perspective. And if you're new here, we're going to take a very contrarian approach. So, the whole idea is that the NFL betting market is one of, if not the most efficient betting markets in the entire world. So, the idea that you can outsmart the entire betting public, everyone with sharp money, and the sports books who invest, millions of dollars into their ability to set lines is pretty crazy. So the only way to really beat the NFL is one, you know more about what the line should be, which I promise you don't. No one does. There's probably like maybe less than 1% of people who actually could beat it with a model. Or two is that you can identify what part of the line is driven by psychology, driven by bias, narrative, driven by stories that are easy to tell. So I have no idea if we're going to be profitable taking this approach, but I know that it'll be a lot of fun, and it's a sharper way to think about wagering and how you're supposed to be beating something like this. So we'll start off and we'll go through each game, and we'll just take pretty much the opposite of what is the popular narrative, and we'll go from there. And we'll do one unit apiece. And it looks like we got a full slate this week. So we'll start off with the Eagles game, and by the end of this, the goal is to really have 14, 15 bets that just look absolutely atrocious and have no chance to hit. If that's what it looks like, then I did my job. So Vikings Eagles. Eagles had a good win last week over the Patriots. Nothing too impressive. Relatively close game, and the Vikings absolutely blew it. They lost to the Buccaneers as like a -250 favorite. Um, so we're gonna be taking the Vikings at +6. And also, I'm gonna be simplifying these breakdowns extremely to an extremely basic level because I don't want to overthink it. I just want to go with the narrative, fade the narrative, and then we'll move on. So, Eagles should be a way better team. Should win this game. Should possibly cover the spread. So we'll go Vikings. Chiefs Jaguars. Now this is interesting because usually I would say Chiefs. They lost the opener against the Lions. Jaguars had a good opener, so the side would be the Chiefs. But I actually think the side is the Jaguars here because number one, people love betting the Chiefs. They just do, and people, will make excuses for their loss and not really care that they lost. So I think the Chiefs -3.5 is going to be hammered this week. So we'll take Jags +3.5. Next game, Bucks Bears. This is very simple. Bears did not have a good opener at all. Buccaneers had a huge upset, so the side's going to be the Bears +2.5 too. Like, why would we take that? Because when are they ever going to cover by 2? We'll see. Seahawks Lions. Lions huge week 1 win. Seahawks huge week 1 loss. We're taking the Seahawks and against the Rams too, who are terrible. So Seahawks is going to be the side there. Raiders Bills. Raiders had a good win. Bills had horrendous performance, so we're going to take the Bills -9. Who would do that? Chargers Titans. Titans had a really close game week 1. Chargers, they lost to the Dolphins, but it was relatively close. I think the side is going to be the Chargers -3 points. They just had this last week and they couldn't do it. So why would they be able to do it this week? Packers Falcons. Packers had an amazing game. Falcons had a pretty good game. They both scored a lot of points, so we'll take the under. Ravens Bengals. Bengals had an absolutely horrible performance. Ravens, are Super Bowl contenders this year. They're the next big thing. And we're taking -3.5. We're not even getting the hook on the +3.5. No. So we'll take the Bengals for the minus 3.5. Colts Texans. Texans are relatively a bad team. They have this new QB and they had a good-ish week one. So we'll take the Texans minus 1.5. Niners Rams. Rams just had an absolutely amazing performance. Same with the 49ers. So we'll take the under. Giants Cardinals. Giants, got absolutely destroyed 40-0. Cardinals put up a good showing. So we'll take Giants minus 4.5. Jets Cowboys. I don't know how the Jets win this game. Aaron Rodgers injured. Cowboys just came out and put up 40 points on the Giants, so we'll take the Jets plus 9.5. Commanders Broncos. Both these teams are not good. Broncos have not been able to get things going with Wilson. They have extremely low scoring games. Same with the Commanders, so we'll take the over. Dolphins Patriots. Dolphins had an amazing game last week. Patriots are just okay. So we'll take the Patriots plus the 2.5. Saints Panthers. Both teams had good-ish performances last week. We'll skip that for now. Browns Steelers. Is this the Monday night game? Are these both Monday? Okay, we'll skip those games for now. I'll just go with this. So these are gonna be the picks. Let's go over it again. Hopefully these look absolutely awful. So Vikings plus 6. Eagles Super Bowl runner-ups last year. They're still a really good team. Vikings just had a horrible week one, so no way that hits. Jaguars plus 3.5. Chiefs are gonna come back in midseason form and run over the Jaguars. So we'll take the Jaguars plus 3.5. Bears, horrible. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, good week one. So we'll take the Bears to bounce back. Seahawks, 5.5. Bills, minus 9. They absolutely let that game go last week. So we'll take them to win and win big this week. Chargers, minus 3. They couldn't do it last week. Let's see if they can do it again this week. Packers Falcons, the under. Bengals minus 3.5. They looked absolutely horrible last week. Texans minus 1.5. Texans are a horrible team. Giants minus 4.5. They can't be trusted. Rams under. Jets plus the 9.5. Commanders over, and Patriots plus the 2.5. So that'll be it. I'll place a unit on each of these picks, and we'll see how it goes. Once again, I don't know if we're going to be profitable, but I promise you that you'll be on the right side of these lines. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and good.